Hey, hi, and hello. I am Angelisa, your host for Braap Babe's Throttle Talk, and I have to apologize in advance. I don't have anything to talk to you about. Not dirt bike or snowmobile related. This last couple weeks has been kind of a whirlwind. I am so behind in all of the projects that I have been working on. And I talk a lot about this, on the podcast or on my YouTube channel. But I'm always 2 weeks ahead in all of my content. Well, I have used up those 2 weeks of content. And for the first time, I'm actually recording this super late. This is coming out tomorrow, which is Wednesday, September 10th. And I have never been doing this, really, coming out with a last minute podcast. I like to give you guys value. I like to have some good soulful chats with you, discussions that might not be talked about, and also interviews. And because of the transition of school, kindergarten especially, it's been a very slow start with kindergarten. I'm in town every single day, picking up, dropping off, picking up early. And so I have one more day of this where I drop off Billy and I pick her up early. And then Wednesday, September 11th, it's full time. So once she hits that full-time mark, then I'm going to be able to sit down, get to work. I have a few interviews lined up for the next couple weeks. So I promise you, we have some good chats with some really inspiring women coming to your ears. I know you guys have been patient, and I appreciate all of you. Season 4 has started. I was really pumped, and then all of a sudden, like I said, this whole school transition has really put me for a loop, and that's only because my days have been interrupted left, right, and center. So thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. And there is one thing that I wanted to talk to you about that I thought was really interesting. I had my friend over. She camped in my backyard, and we spent the entire day dirt biking in my backyard. We spent the morning, a little bit of the afternoon riding my enduro park. And it's such a great way to, gain confidence. Gain confidence, try logs, try something new. And after that, we went out and did a very spicy ride that's right behind my place. And there's no flow. It's really technical, really steep hill climb, super sandy, lots of roots. And it was very, very tricky. Side note, I am pretty stoked. I rode her 250 TE, I think. It's a Husqvarna, on some of these sections, and I was really proud of myself for hopping on her bike, which is only 1 inch lowered. It was tall, but I was able to get through some of these trickier situations. So yay me. I was really excited about that. And just watching my friend Nat, she got through some really techie obstacles, and I'm just so proud of her for coming along on the ride and crushing it. There was just 2 hill climbs that I helped her through because it was hard and it was so hot, 30 degrees, super muggy, no wind, nothing. And we literally I've never done this before, but we took our jerseys off and we were just wearing our bra tops with our protective gear and just rode like that. My arms are scraped up. I have bruises everywhere, but it was honestly such a good time. Anyways, that was a side note. We talked about, we talked a little bit about animals and how animals can talk to you. If we really sit down and think about it, they're always sending us a message, which I thought was really interesting. Now she studies Chinese medicine. Did I say that right? I'm second guessing myself. Maybe I won't claim anything, but I'm pretty sure she studies Chinese medicine, and she's done through or she's gone through a whole lot of these courses and stuff like that. But I found it very interesting because she said, a part of our brain is a monkey brain back there, and that if we listen carefully, sometimes we can hear what these animals are talking about, or what they're saying to us. I've had quite a few instances where I've had animals literally tell me. It sounds crazy. For example, years ago, before I had kids, I was walking my dog, and we came across a bear, and this bear telepathically, and I've told everyone this story, it told me telepathically that it was there eating and to turn around and everything will be fine. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, this is your space. I'm turning around and walking the other way. It gave me that stare and told me. And then I had some other instances too of animals. Anyways, the reason why I brought this up is because a couple weeks ago, I had a bumblebee land on me, and it was odd, I've had bees around me, but I had this bumblebee. She landed on my arm, on my elbow pad. Now, I was skateboarding with my daughters at the skate park. It was super hot, 30 degrees. We were sitting in the sun, and she landed right on me. And I thought that was, kind of interesting. And I just let her hang out there. And my daughters were obviously really excited and stoked. And Stella's like, oh, I think she came to you for a reason. She knew your energy, my 10-year-old. She was saying all this stuff. I was like, yeah, maybe. And I slipped off my elbow pad, and I just rested her down with my elbow pad on the cement, gave her some shade. I think I put some water drops near her because I thought maybe she was tired and she was thirsty. Anyways, she was there for 45 minutes. She did not move. And anyways, while we were sitting there, I was just so blown away that this bumblebee chose this spot to, hang out. And I looked it up, and it says bumblebees symbolize hard work, new beginnings, diligence, productivity, and the importance of community. If a bumblebee landed on you, it could be a sign that your hard work is paying off and wealth and prosperity are on their way. Stay focused on your goals and see them through to the end. You'll be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor sooner than you think. And the spiritual side, or the spiritual meaning of bees, is that they are linked with rejuvenation, divinity, and the mysteries of the natural world. So this got me thinking, after I had such a, stressful day, and these last couple of weeks have been super stressful, and I just thought pulling the plug on a few projects or saying no to clients that are coming in. I just feel like sometimes that I take on too much, and maybe I do, but I don't know. I guess this bee, it landed on me, and it got me thinking. I was like, I need to research what this means, because I could feel that there was a sign there. And for my daughter to even point that out, it just made me think, okay, I'm not the only one thinking this way. So this little bumblebee really did change my perspective into thinking, just keep going, just keep putting my head down, keep working hard. Everything will come to be, don't give up. All of my hard work is going to pay off in some way, shape, or form. And I just felt like it was a sign. I don't know, a sign to, just relax, to stay focused, and not to worry how I'm going to get there, and just to trust the process. So that was my experience with a little bumblebee who changed my perspective. I might even call this podcast episode How a Bumblebee Changed My Perspective. Now, I did talk a little bit about this in my newsletter. I did send that out a couple weeks ago, and I thought I would share it with you over on the podcast today. And I think, when we step outside nature, not to get a little woo with you, but I do think that it's important to sit back and relax, or like really enjoy what nature has out there and take note of what's around you. And maybe there's a sign. I don't know. I really needed that sign that day when this bumblebee did land on me. And let's just say that it just made things a little bit more clear for me and made me feel better about a few things. And I didn't pull the plug. So that's good. Anyways, that's all that I have for you. Today's a very short riff. I do apologize that I don't have more to talk about today other than this little bumblebee, and I don't know, maybe just be aware of what's around you and see what other little things are telling you, because sometimes, nature or being outside can really help us see the bigger picture when we're so lost inside or anyways, thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you guys. And just a quick note is I do have my I called it something on this just a quick note, I do have my Enduro Park session party, Ender Bender, if you will, September 21st, and I believe I'm going to start it at 4 p.m. If you want to come in on the ride being a park session, we're not going on a ride, we're just riding my Enduro Park, which is logs, tires, more logs and logs. So if you want to come hang out, it's going to be a good time. We're going to do kind of like a potluck style, maybe barbecue, haven't decided yet. Shoot me a message over on Instagram at Angelisa Edwards. Let me know. I'll give you my address because I'm not going to be plastering it all over the internet. And it's open to all levels. Even if you've never hit a log before, hey, we got ya. You can come in and try a couple logs. We have some little smaller logs and then medium logs to large logs. I was saying to my friends too, when they do come out, everything looks intimidating. All these logs look super intimidating, but it's until you start hitting one of them, then all of a sudden it just opens up a whole world of possibilities in my Enduro Park where you can start hitting other features that are just as big or bigger. I call this one log that I get everyone to do because it is intimidating, but it's such a nice, mellow, chill log. And the reason for it is because there's a transition into it. So it's kind of like a jump. It's not like you have to wheelie into it, right? Like your tire can just roll over it. I call it the gateway log because once you hit that, then you can hit anything. Swear to God. Anyways, I am so excited about that. I'm also going to work on my YouTube video, my adventure vlog style video. I'm late on that because, as mentioned, these last couple of weeks have got the best of me. And so I'm going to work on that today. Anyways, thanks again for tuning in. I will catch you guys next week, hopefully with the interview. If not, we're going to do another sit down and then interviews after that. Okay. Have a good one. Keep killing it safely out there, and I'll catch you guys next week. Thank you so much for tuning in today's show. Please rate and review this podcast. I would forever be thankful and grateful. Share it with your friends, family, and whoever you feel would enjoy these types of conversations in the dirt bike, snowmobile, and motorsports community. If you are looking to support the show, I do have a few affiliate links in the show notes. And if you're looking for some confidence in the digital space, learning how to brand yourself, edit your epic sends, and just being the vibe, being your true self, your authentic self, shoot me a message. You can reach me over on my website, angelisaedwards.com. And as always, I am rooting for you, and keep killing it safely, and I'll see you next week.